everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Linda Ann and we're still in the Living with Down Syndrome series. It's now part 4 and I am joined by my 2 daughters. I have Caris. Say hi, Caris.
Hi everyone.
And I've got Mally as well.
Hi everyone.
Lovely. So today we're going to be looking at what is Down syndrome, what are some of the characteristics and some of the achievements that Caris has actually
Hi everyone.
reached. Okay, right. So, Caris,
Yeah.
you're special, aren't you?
Thinking.
Yeah? Do you think you're special?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're special.
I'm special.
I'm special as well. Yeah, but yeah, and Manny's, we're all special. But you're special as well, and the reason why you're special is because you have Down syndrome,
Yeah.
okay? And one of the things about having Down syndrome, it doesn't stop you from doing things, does it?
Okay.
What are some of the things you can do? What do you like to do?
I like to do like bakery,
You like to bake,
basketball,
basketball, mm-hmm.
swimming.
Yeah, I know you like the sea, you like going to the sea, you like going swimming,
Yeah.
right? What else do you like to do?
Gym.
Uh-huh. What's your favourite food? Tell the truth.
Fine. Chips.
Chips.
And cake.
Chips and cake.
All of them.
All of the sugary foods.
Stop.
Yeah, all the foods, And when you were younger,
Yeah.
you didn't do much talking, did you? You used to do a lot of signing,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah, I was like quiet.
You were quiet. Well,
Is that?
no,
No.
I'm not sure you were quiet. You were always smiling. You always smiled, but you didn't talk that much. So you used to do some signing. Can you remember some signs?
Yeah.
Yeah. What signs can you remember?
From something special.
From something, yeah, because we used to watch that program that used to come on CBeebies
Yeah, I used to watch that one too.
Yeah,
I did do that.
too.
with Justin. Yes.
Yeah.
And can you remember the signs?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if you wanted cake, yeah, that's a birthday cake.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Biscuit. Yeah, biscuit was your first sign that you learned.
I did that one.
She did that one all the time.
All the
watching
time.
that.
Yeah.
Biscuit. Everything was biscuit.
That is for sister.
Sister.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Mm-hmm. What was sweet?
Oh, this one.
This one sweet.
I only got like mother.
Mother.
Dad.
Dad. Grandma.
Grandma.
Mhm.
And brother.
Mhm.
And granddad.
Granddad. Yeah. So you knew all the family members by sign.
Mm-hmm.
What about hello?
That's just a normal one. Like,
That was hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
that
hello.
was just
and
hello.
bye-bye.
No.
That's right.
Bonjour.
Oh, now you're getting a bit fussy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Talking French. But yeah, you've done so well. And I remembered when you were learning to write your name,
Mm-hmm.
and you got an award at school. Can you remember when they called your name out and they said, "And now we're going to have Caris." And you got up and you went out and everybody was clapping at school and you got your award. Do you remember?
I was like shopping.
You were shocked, weren't you? You was really surprised.
Yeah, the boy Elvis, remember?
Your friend from school. Yeah.
Yeah, he did shop too.
I know lots of people were shocked and we were all very proud
Yeah.
because you worked really hard to learn to read, you learned to write.
Yep.
Do you like school?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. But you know, you've worked really hard. We worked on your reading, so you were looking at the Peter and Jane books. You
I love
remember?
that one.
Yeah, you loved.
And the Ladybird books.
And the Ladybird books with the stories.
I never heard it like that before.
Those were the ones with like the classical things like
Yes.
would have
So Red Riding Hood and
I love
Snow
Hansel and
White
Gretel
And
and all of
Gingerbread
that.
Man.
and the Gingerbread Man. So all of those were your favourite. You're just thinking about the food again.
That.
You were just listening for the stories. You used to like listening to the stories at bedtime,
Yeah.
and during the day when we used to go through the books, and you would get your paper and pen, and you would learn to copy the writing down and things like that.
Yeah.
So that was really good, wasn't it?
At the bedtime,
At bedtime, yes.
I was listening to the music.
You loved music. Now
Like
you
the
was
radio in the corner.
Yeah.
right. We always had the music.
So many CDs.
Like
all the
children.
CDs. You used to like to listen to the Sunday school
The
choruses.
Frozen songs.
The Frozen soundtrack.
Yeah.
And the Volume.
What was our favourite song from the Frozen soundtrack?
Number 4.
Let It Go. So you had Let It Go. That was your favourite one. But there was
Me
another
and
one.
you had number 4.
Number 4. Can you remember that
Open
song?
up the door.
Yeah. Open the banana. I always forget the word.
Yeah, Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
He may be watching you.
No.
He may want you on the X Factor.
No.
No?
No, I just did.
No, you're not interested.
I'm free.
No,
I'm free.
you're free.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, you've done really, really well. You've done really, really well.
Mhm.
And the thing is, it takes you a bit longer to learn the things, but one thing about you, you're very determined. Do you know what that means, determined?
What's that?
It means that you will just keep on trying and trying and trying until you get it.
Really?
Yeah, really. Don't you think so? Yeah, perseverance, that's a good word.
Oh.
Yeah. So, a lot of people listening to you will be encouraged to say, well, if she can do it, I can do it.
Really? You're tired.
You're a nutter.
No.
You're a nutter.
No, I
No. But but it's really good for people to see that even though you have special needs, even though you have Down syndrome, there isn't anything you can't do. If you want to do it and you want to try really hard, you can do it. Do you think that? Do you believe that?
For what?
That if you try really hard, you can do it.
Are you sure?
You sure?
No, I'm sure.
Am I sure? I think so. I am sure.
Okay.
So what do you want to do when you finish college?
I'll be at graduation.
You want to graduate from college, okay, good.
Like,
You want
So
another
what?
prom, don't you? You want another prom dress.
yeah, that I want for. No, that is for David Smith.
Right, for the college now. But after that, what do you want to do? What would you like to do?
I will go to university.
You want to go to university?
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Okay. And then after university, what do you want to do?
After that, and then
What job do you want to do? Do you like working with people? Do you want to
No.
work in a shop?
no.
What do you want to do?
No, I want to bake.
You want to bake.
Yeah.
You want to bake cakes.
Because she's always, me and her, we're always watching like these things on YouTube. It's like these cake decorations. That's probably why, because they like decorate cakes and
Yeah,
it's
I love
so
that.
unique
Right.
and creative.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to try to do one of those.
Yeah.
one day.
Well, perhaps you can do some baking and we can open a shop and sell the cake.
No, it's a shopping.
Oh, you don't want to sell it in the
Eat
shop?
it herself.
You want to eat the cake.
No, I want to bake it. That's
Right,
it.
so what are you going to do after you bake it?
I bake it and then I get some for
Make it for people? Make it for people's birthdays and if they've got parties?
no, for leaving party.
Oh, for the leaving party.
For
Oh,
me.
For you.
No.
So she wants to make her own cake.
No, I meant for you. I said that you want that to make some for me.
Oh, okay. So you want me to make a cake for you?
Yeah, like a big cake, like
You do
giant
it
cake with that.
Okay.
With the TV, I was like with the baby or me as a big or tiny and
Oh,
something.
one of those
I
cakes
think-
with the pictures on it.
Right.
Those look really holographic.
I like that one.
They do. They're like the 3D cakes, aren't they?
I want that one.
You want one of those?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see. If you work really, really hard, then we'll see what we can do.
And then on the TV again for the pictures of me.
You want to get some pictures on the TV?
Yeah, like
Okay.
TVs.
Two TVs. You don't want much, do you?
I do, Mom. Mom, I do.
You do.
And the wall, like me.
Okay.
Like a big giant of leaving party.
A big giant leaving party. The thing is, you're such a social person. You're so friendly. You just go into a crowd and you're just like the life of the party.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. And you just like to be centre stage, don't you?
Yes.
Dancing and all of that.
Oh no, I hate dancing.
Oh, you hate dancing now?
I don't want anymore.
You don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like kiddies stuff.
Oh, excuse me. It's kiddish. Okay, so now you're a big girl.
Yeah.
You're a young lady, sorry.
You're a woman now.
Beg your pardon, so you're a woman now.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, let's just take a few moments just to share exactly what Down syndrome is, so how a person becomes Down syndrome.
Oh.
So I'm just going to tell the people a bit about Down syndrome so you can listen.
I don't
Alright.
say a bit of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
So basically, when a lady is pregnant, depending on her age and depending on if she's considered to be high risk, will determine, well, certainly back in the days when I was pregnant, not everyone got tested for Down syndrome. That's why it was missed during my pregnancy. I was not considered to be in the high risk category because I wasn't old enough. So basically, if you're 35 years and over, like a mature lady, or if you have a history of Down syndrome, that is when you used to get tested. And then once you were tested positive, you then had time to then decide and look at your options. Basically, it's a genetic condition, and the way in how a baby is formed, it takes chromosomes from the mum and dad, and everything is in pairs. However, with Down syndrome, there's an extra chromosome, which is, I believe, the 21st pair of chromosomes. So instead of having the pair, you have an extra chromosome, and once there's an extra chromosome, then that baby has Down syndrome. So it's always good to get the screening done during pregnancy, but like I said, I didn't qualify for the screening, therefore that's why it was missed. And as you already know from week 1, it was missed as soon as Caris was born. But thankfully, they tested me when she was 4 days old and was able then to do the early intervention. Now, there are characteristics of a baby with Down syndrome. So I'm just going to read out quite quickly what those characteristics are. So they tend to have a flat head at the back. Their tongue is normally quite extended, simply because they have very low muscle tone. So the muscles in the tongue are very weak, and they tend to then have a protruding tongue. But that can be corrected through exercises, as I did mention earlier, where you can press down gently on their tongue to strengthen those muscles. You tend to find that most children or young people with Down syndrome, again because of the low muscle tone, they tend to have like a melon-shaped body. Their eyes are normally quite slanted. They tend to have a crease in their hand going from top to bottom, and also what they call sandal toes. So as soon as we saw or read and educated ourselves as to the characteristics, these were the things we were looking for. As soon as we saw that, and we saw basically all of those characteristics in Caris. And this is why the doctor, the surgeon at the time, had come and apologized, because he said it was something that they were trained to pick up and look for, and of course that was missed. Now, simply put, Down syndrome affects the learning disability, and also there are physical disabilities as well. So we talked about about half of the children born with Down syndrome have heart defects of some sort. We also know about the other physical disabilities or challenges that they may face. So they tend to have thyroid issues, and also you find a lot of young people, children with Down, would have issues with their eyes, so they tend to have glasses to support that, problems with their ears, especially when they have colds, they would tend to have some sort of loss of hearing, and they tend to have hearing aids as well. Sometimes they have challenges with walking, with their mobility, also, pardon? And their balance as well, that's right. So where you have all of these challenges or potential challenges, it's very, very important to get early intervention, get the medical professions involved, the speech and language therapists, so that they can aid them with their speech and forming their words and the diction, and just regular screening just to pick up any sort of issues there are. Now, when Caris was born, it was impossible for anyone to know just how severe or how mild she was going to have the Down syndrome. So it's something that has to be monitored, and it has to be looked at on a very regular basis in order to determine which end of the spectrum she was going to be. So the indication of their challenges, or which end of the spectrum they will be, is kind of picked up by their features, and this is just this is not gospel, this is not hard facts, but if a baby who is born has mild features, it's an indication that they're gonna have the Down syndrome mildly, and it means that yes, they can achieve, but it's going to take just a bit longer to achieve. So I just want to encourage you, whether your child, your baby has Down syndrome, or they have some special needs, autism or anything, I want to encourage you to be incredibly patient. Don't set the bar too high that it causes frustration, or you put unnecessary and undue pressure on yourself or the child. The key thing is to have a good routine, a good daily routine, as I always say. One thing about Caris, she's a creature of habit, and you find that children and young people with special needs, they thrive on boundaries like other children, and they especially thrive on a routine. When you have a routine, when you have a daily routine, it gives them that comfort to know that they're being supported. It gives them that confidence to know what is going to happen next. So if you have like a daily timetable, Caris is very pictorial, so having some sort of timetable where she pictorial timetable, that was quite helpful. Things like we used to have, I don't know if you remember, Caris, we used to have on the fridge this calendar. So every day you used to change the date,
Oh, yeah.
and you also used to look and see what was the weather like, and then you would get the corresponding or the matching picture. So if it was nice and sunny outside, you looked for the sun, or if it was a bit windy, you looked for
Snow?
yeah, or if it was snowing, or if it was raining. You remember that one that we had, or if it was cold, and it just helped her to engage with the outside world and to make the connection to her personal life. So it's things like that where you can always get the child, get your young person involved with life, get them to connect the dots, okay? It comes naturally to other children, but it just takes them a bit longer, and it just takes a bit of effort on your part to actually show them these type of things. So, like I say, be creative in your styles of teaching and parenting. You're not only their parent, you're not only their mother or their father, but you're also their educator, because you can't wait on the system, you can't wait on the school to do things for you. They are there to aid your child, but your child will learn through your example, and it's really, really important just to make everything fun, make everything accessible to them, so that they can be part of society and integrating with their peers. So I hope that you have enjoyed our time with you. We have enjoyed sharing, haven't you?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming today, Caris. Thank you for sharing. You did really, really well. Oh, fist bump. I feel old. But, you know, I know Caris was really, really nervous. You were nervous at first, weren't you? But it wasn't that bad, was it?
Not too bad.
No. Do you want to say hello to the family
Hi,
and
family.
friends back in England?
Hi, family. Hi, Caris.
Oh, and Caris. Hi, Caris.
Hi, my teachers.
And the teachers.
Yeah, all of them.
And all of them, everyone that knows Caris, she says a big, big hello. And we'll have to do it again. Do you want to do it again, share?
Auntie Angela.
And Auntie Angela. But hello to everyone that knows Caris. And thank you for sharing with us. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back here again next Friday. That's when we'll be posting our sessions. And just stay safe wherever you are, whichever part of the world you are. It seems like the restrictions are easing across the world little by little. But even as the restrictions are easing, please be safe, please follow the local advice in your region, and because we want to all come through at the other end together and see each other again. Alright? So until next time, have a great week. Bye!
Bye.